Hello guys, you're welcome to AfriTalk 101. Yeah, we're live today, actually live for the very first time. And we're gonna be discussing issue about SARS. We're gonna be discussing issues about SARS. Yeah. So, and as we all know, you're welcome. You're welcome once again. You're welcome, guys. I appreciate it. So, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and click on notification. And don't forget to smash the like button, which is very important. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. All right. All right. So, as I was saying, the SARS, the pressing issue currently in Nigeria, which is SARS, as we all know, there's an ongoing unrest in the country because of what this particular group, I like to use the word group, represent. SARS, for those of us who don't know, there are units of police officer created in 1992 to help to curb the rise and the increase in crime. Special anti-robbery squad, as is well known. Special anti-robbery squad. So, and at the beginning, they were doing quite well. But as time goes on, they became, what they represent became a bit, corrupt. Their group, right now, as it is, most of the officers who are supposed to protect, their citizen, who are supposed to represent, Nigeria in terms of bringing in law and order, but unfortunately they start misusing their power, they start misbehaving, they start doing things that is against the ethic of the Nigerian police force. So what they're known for today is not what they used to be known for when they just started. And right now, a lot of people have had experience with them. They've had encounter with them whereby they're used to harassing citizens and people, especially young guys, youth, teenagers, those in early 20s, mid 20s, and any young man seen, with a big car, let me just say, especially Mercedes, any young guy seen living well, found on the street, they've been pulled over by this group called SARS to investigate them, with the belief that every young man are Yahoo guys. So I believe we all know what Yahoo guys is, and so because these people are driving nice cars, Mercedes Benz, living well, with nice apparel and whatever. So they just have the belief that these people are up to something. So then there come the harassment, taking their phones from them, their gadgets, taking away their belonging, you understand, and literally, just harassing them, which is very bad. This has been ongoing. But it's not just the harassment. If it's all about the harassment, that wouldn't be too much of a pain. But the worst thing is these people are involved in horrendous crime that has to do with extortion, that have to do with killing, that have to do with kidnapping, robbery, and so on, etc. So what these people really do is a cause for alarm. And previously, over the years, there has been outcry, outburst. You understand? The populations have been crying, for help, that they don't want this SARS to remain. They want it to end. So, and of course, the Nigerian ways of doing things, they will bring it on board, talk about it, the IG, Inspector General Police, and, the politicians do it like this, do it like that. And then they don't get rid of it. They just rebrand it, change one or two things, but then the people are still there. The people who make up this group called SARS, they are still present. They are still present in that particular unit. But because it's the character of these people that is of utmost concern, there is no way, no matter how much you do a rebrand, no matter what you do, something will never become better. There will never be a change. So that is the problem. And these people just, scratch the surface and be like, okay, present them to us again. But not forgetting that these are the same people that's been causing so much pain, that's been causing havoc, terrorizing the common citizen. Even armed robbers that should have been more dreaded in the society, they are not as dreaded as these people called SARS. Because for any of you who has had encounter with them, like you will notice that their image, appearance, these people happen to be like so dreaded apparently. You understand? Like people who have been ex-convicts, cultists who are involved in so much criminality. But let's not go into that. But the basic point, the point that I'm trying to make now, you're welcome, guys. If you're just joining us, could you please just hit the like button? Don't forget to hit the like button. Hit the like button, guys. Right, and so the Nigerians have had enough of these terrorists committed by, by the force, the unit that is supposed to protect the citizen. You understand? Because every community that goes into, nobody speak good about them. Everywhere they enter is always commotion. People are always dreading them. They're always scared because they always come out with something, negative. So, and people are calling for ends of SARS to scrap it completely. This is not all about scratching the surface anymore. This is not all about, talking about it and not acting upon it. The other day, a few days ago, the Inspector General Police said, "Oh, disbandment of SARS," and they've said that before. They've done that before numerous times, and SARS is still there. So this time around, if we fold our hands, it's going to be the same thing. So I'm using this opportunity. You can join me. I mean, for those of you who want to, interact with me, who wants to add to the discussion, you can call me, on 0746 312 0002. You can call 0746 312 0002. So you can either ask questions or just, your opinion. Everyone's opinion is welcome. And so what do you guys think? Just call in with your questions or with your contribution. because we are of the opinion right now that reform, what to an extent, might be okay, but now it depends on the kind of reform we might be talking about, because in my own opinion, is just completely end SARS, what it represents, completely end SARS, what it represents, then create another unit, These people are not meant to be on the streets in the first place. This is a growing concern, because they are supposed to be, like the name, special, right? Special anti-robbery squad. They're supposed to be special. They are not meant to be seen on the street. So many ways they have diminished, their reputation. People no longer respect them. People are just afraid of them. When you're afraid of someone, being afraid of someone does not mean respect. You understand? But in a negative way, what they represent. So, if I think, to completely scrap and abolish the word SARS, that would be the way forward. Yeah, that would be the way forward. We need peace in Nigeria. We need okay, someone is calling. We have a caller here. So, hello, caller. Hello, good afternoon. Yeah, can you please reduce your volume a little bit?
Yes, can you hear me, sir?
Oh, yes, better. Yeah, you calling from London, or where you calling from?
I'm calling from London, sir.
Okay, beautiful. Discussion or question?
More discussion, sir. I think, yes, it's good to end SARS. I think, yes, what it represents should be ended. But also, we need good reform of the police system in Nigeria.
Oh, yes.
Because you can end SARS, those people are going to go to different other departments and to just continue their corrupt ways. So I believe a full reform is needed, sir.
Yes, I agree with you on that. The full reform, the Nigeria police itself, everything pertaining to police needs full reform. Yeah, I agree with you on that. That's a nice one. Because not just the SARS, it's just that we are talking about SARS, because SARS atrocity or activities have gone beyond control. But then again, it doesn't mean that the other normal police, are not involved in things like this, because you have police who are involved in robbery, who leaks information to armed robbers, who definitely protect some top robbers in the country, and you have police obviously who are involved in bribery. You understand? So it needs a total reform. That's a good one, but. I mean, if I ask right now, the way it is, people are longing, for SARS to be completely abolished, or to be completely scrapped. Do you think, by the way things are going on, do you think that Nigeria, Inspector General of Police, and those who are in authority will meet the demands of the of a citizen right now? What do you think?
I am not so optimistic on that area, except more pressure is put on them, right? But I think the protest is a good step and should be continued. Also, I think we should get international attention to what's going on in Nigeria, so that other countries or embassies can start putting pressure on the general of the police. I suspect maybe the president doesn't fully understand what's going on, because again, they will tell the president what the president wants to hear. But yes, I think more pressure. The protest should continue. So it should continue.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for your time and thanks for your call.
Thank you, sir.
All right, bye. Yeah, as we just heard from the caller, You understand? And a total refund of the Nigerian police is needed. A total refund, which I agree to, a total refund, because anything to do with the law enforcer, is corrupt. It's corrupt, and it needs a shake-up. It needs a shake-up. The police need to be treated well. If they are not given good salary and other benefits, they end up pouring their frustration on the masses. Okay, right. And we have another caller. Hello, caller. Can you hear me? Okay, hi. If you can just speak up a bit, the voice is not loud enough. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah,
It's better now. So, where are you calling from? From UK or what? Where about?
I'm calling from Nigeria.
Okay, from Nigeria. Okay. Discussion or question? Is it contribution?
It's contribution.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay.
The situation on ground. I don't think the government really understands it enough, because if they do, they will understand that the youth are actually not joking. They've taken us for granted a lot, and this is time where I'm happy the youth have realized this, and they are working hand in hand to make sure it all comes to an end.
Okay.
It's not about end SARS only. We are also talking about ending police brutality, ending brutality from uniformed men in general. We've had scenarios where the army men harass people. These people are to protect us and not to harass us.
Correct.
We need to come together and work with this. And I don't think the pressure should come down. Instead, we should do more. Like more effort should be put into it.
Okay.
And if this can be done, I think, and I believe, and I hope that actually is going to be better.
Okay. All right. Nice one. Nice contribution from our caller from Nigeria. And so we need to put a bit more pressure, and then to keep stressing, emphasizing on to ending the SARS, as a group. Okay, thanks very much. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. So as we heard from our caller, and SARS, and she mentioned it's not just all about the end of SARS, the brutality, and of course, which comes, in as part of, the SARS that we're campaigning against. You understand? So the brutality, the harassment, the extortion, every type of kind of criminal act, behavior, you understand, abuse, and to the killings, everything. So this particular SARS, have to go. And I think also, as we all know, Nigeria, because these people have been talking about this for long now, and they have heard our voice. They've been hearing our voice for the past several years. There's not really been any action taken. But this time around, in my own belief, I think this might be the last bus stop, of SARS, if you ask me. We have another caller calling in. Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, I'm calling from UK.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to ask a question.
All right.
Yeah, I understand that. I know that SARS have been dissolved, and but the question I want to ask: dissolving SARS now, is this not going to kind of bring more crime in Benin, in Nigeria, in general? Like criminal taking advantage, to use this as a way to start committing more crime?
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, to your answer to your question, sir. Dissolving SARS doesn't mean obviously there's going to be another unit created immediately. You understand? So they're not just going to dissolve SARS and then in the next several months they're not going to be any a special agents or special units fighting crime. You understand? So the people who are above police. So there's going to be replacement. While they are making the arrangement to dissolve SARS, to abolish SARS completely, so another one will be coming through. That's what it's supposed to be. And so that, because if you leave a gap, of course, like you said, there's going to be crime. There might be increase in crime, you understand, and stuff like that. So there's going to be another unit created immediately. They're already talking about it.
Yeah, I understand that, but what I'm trying to say in essence is before they create another, maybe replace SARS, now I understand that a lot of people were upset because of the way they were like harassing people, putting on necessary roadblock on the road. But now, I believe there's no roadblock now. But armed robbers, normally they do move around, So are they not going to be moving around freely before this whole thing, because the police will not be deployed on the road anymore for now?
Oh yes, for now, because I think a security, a special security advisor by the name Honorable Hassan, is of the opinion that there should not be any force of any kind, police or SARS on the street. They should take them out, and maybe just the road safety can be on the street for now to also secure whatever they are able to secure. They will secure. But I might disagree with that, because police presence is very important still, especially in this period where there are lots of protest activities going on, and people might intentionally use this means to dabble into committing crime of any sort. So leaving the space empty, free from policing, is not what I agree with. So like you said, but SARS at this moment, SARS should be completely off the street. They should be off the street. You understand? Until a verdict or a decision is taken whether it's going to be a reform or complete, scrapping, of their unit. But yeah, police can continue policing the streets to ensure that everywhere is safe, and to go about their normal business, carrying out their normal roles and responsibility.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your call.
All right.
All right then. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Nice. So we're talking about SARS. This is a very interesting topic right now, because as we see, even today, there are numerous demonstrations everywhere around the country, outside the country. People are not smiling. Boys are not smiling. We have another caller. Just 1 second. Hello, callers. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, hi. Are you calling from UK or outside?
Yes, I'm coming from UK.
Can you please reduce the volume of your set, please? Your television or your laptop?
Okay.
I'm getting a feedback.
Thank you. Are you hearing me now?
The feedback is still on. If you can reduce either the volume of your phone, your tablet, please. Hello?
Are you hearing me now?
Better. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ma.
Yes, I'm very happy for you to bring this matter out, and I'm very happy for the whole Nigeria, the youth, and we come together because of this matter. Very glad. Why? Because what was happening in Nigeria because of this SARS, it was terrible. Different thing was happening. I pray that they can be able to end everything up by this time.
Yep.
Number one. Number two, in Nigeria, like the question that one of our brothers asked, I listened to you. When they clear them away on the way, what are they going to use to replace them? As crook as SARS are, they can easily form the group on behalf of people and do one thing another that is not right. So that people will continue to say, when they are around, all these things that were not happening. See what is happening now. I trust that they can do that.
Okay.
Number three.
Yeah.
When they strike them up, what are they going to use to be feeding their family? Because they themselves, they have their family. And what are they going to use to feed them? I did not understand that.
Okay.
This is why I call it.
All right. Thank you very much, man. Thanks for your call. I appreciate it. To answer your question, first of all, the last question, that is very interesting. So when they lay them off, because literally it's going to be a layoff, because since the individual who represent the group, the SARS people themselves, officers, they are not competent, to stay on board or to stay afloat. So they're going to have to be laid off. And I believe, just some sort of, let me say, what should I say? Is a salary, for a specific month can be given, and then why they look for another job that has nothing to do with police. You understand? But if they're losing their job, I mean, their salary, their livelihood, does not is not more important. It's not more important than human life. So, however, government is going to go around it, I don't know, but I believe that they should be able to take care of them for a specific period until they for a specific period while they get a job. But if they don't get a job, within that period, then I don't think there's something the government can do about it. But and now also about for them to be or if there's crop SARS and if there's going to be increase in crime, that I would disagree with, because first of all, what SARS represent now itself is worse than what normal armed robber represents. Because like I said, if you've had encounter with SARS, you will know that they are so dreaded, in a society, in our community. These people are feared. They are worse than armed robber. The things they do, they are worse. I've had an encounter with them. You understand? So I think precisely about 2.5 years ago when I had my encounter with them, it was frightening. You understand? And all of them with the assault rifles and their face all looking so dreaded. So they're literally accusing my friend that is a cultist. You understand? Because the guy has some sort of a necklace, with a pendant, skull pendant, and everything. So they're accusing him that he's a cultist. I'm like, who told you he's a cultist? Do you know him before? He said, look at the way he's dressed. This is how cultists dress. I'm like, excuse me. I said, in developed countries, people are dressed this way. And they are not referred to as, they're into any form of cultism or, any form of society. This is a very wrong way to think about people. So, and literally they were looking for something. So they were about taking him away. So, and then so the guy told me that he understand that, I look very gentle, that they might be able to listen to me if I do the right thing. So at the end of the day, to cut the long story short, I have to settle them. You have to give them money, because otherwise, in the van, there were already some number of people were in the van, about 6 people there already. So if they are taking my friend away, no one can tell what would happen to him. You understand? So these people are so heartless that they can just get rid of someone like that. If there was an incident that happened in Edo State about a year ago, that SARS shot someone dead, in broad daylight. In broad daylight. And before the shooting, they warned the guy that they would take him with no question, without any remorse. And truly they did it. So these people are more dreaded. So it doesn't, there's not going to be increase of crime that is going to be worse than the presence of SARS. There's not going to be increase of crime that will be worse than the presence of SARS. So we're dealing with one thing, after the other. Thank you very much. I appreciate the last caller. I really do appreciate. And any more calls coming through, or any form of discussion? So, and yeah, we can do this today because we are talking about something very, very important. I think for a very long time, Nigerians have never been involved in this sort of protest. This protest is much bigger than when Goodluck Jonathan was in the office, when we protested about subsidy, oil subsidy and all that. So this protest is one of a kind. The truth of the matter is, like the caller we had before, it isn't only about SARS, but we are starting off with SARS. After SARS comes something else, until the government listens to us. We have another caller. Hello, caller. Good afternoon. Where are you calling from?
Hello, I'm calling from Nigeria.
Oh, hi. Contribution or question?
Yeah, it's more like a contribution.
Okay.
Because first of all, I want to commend you
Thank you very much.
Bringing up this kind of a discussion.
Thanks.
Yeah, the issue about SARS is practically endless. We've had series of stories, cases that one cannot even, you don't know where to start from. So I'm just going to base mine on just 3 subject lines. First of all, everybody's talking about reform of police, reform of police. If you are reforming, where do you start from? Is it from the head or from the tail? Because you might be in the office as a senior officer and you have your subordinates on the road doing their own thing. And in a civilized system, I believe the police would have been the first people to run to when you have an issue. But in the Nigerian case, it's not like that. So if you are scared of the people they're supposed to run to, who do you not run to? That's the one question that we can't even answer. Then the issue of saying the salary and all of that, I believe if you are talking about salary, these guys are placed on a target on a weekly basis. That is why they can afford to pull you out from your car and do anything they like with you, because they are meant to deliver in the office. So when you get to the office, you still discover that even the said bosses that we are talking about are the same people that are inciting them indirectly. So where do we start from?
Wow, nice one, nice one.
The issues are enormous. So I think the first thing we could do, which is not possible, is to scrap the system completely and start from the scratch. Picking people that are lenient, not just the people that are touts that want to look for a job and go into the system and just try to survive. You see, nice. So for me, that's a suggestion.
Nice one. Yes, sorry to cut you short there. What you just said, about picking people that are lenient, that well learned, and because when you see that the people who make up SARS we're talking about now are street people. They are touts. These people have a record, I mean, they literally have a record of a criminal record, I'll say. You understand? They have a criminal record. Looking at them, it is so obvious. Yeah, that is a very nice point. People that are learning, because when you are in a particular like when you get to a particular stage in life, there are certain things you cannot do. You understand? So, but when you're dealing with street people, you know, you expect the worst to happen. So, you know, and also what you said about the bosses being involved in this, yes, you know, you're very correct, because these are not just the job. All the numerous complaints that has been taking place all this while, are you, you know, are you going to tell me that they are not aware? Of course they are aware. You know, so if they want to give them disciplinary action, they want to do something about it, treat they are messed up, they would have, you know, get rid of many. But they are not, because like you said, I think they are being set a target, particular target. You know, so this is an unorganized criminals, if I were to use the word organized criminal. So dealing with a group like this, an organized crime in a developed country, you know, police tend to start from the top, right? Dealing with the crime, fighting crime, you know, you start from the top, because there is no need. Say for example, if there is a drug cartel, right, who is peddling numerous drugs all around the country, there is no need of going for the ones who are supplying these drugs on the streets. There is no need, because it is a waste of time. What you need to, you know, the people you need to target are the people at the top, because when you tackle it from the top, then the body dissolves. So thank you very much, caller. I really appreciate your contribution. Nice one. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Oh yeah, as we heard from the caller, you know, that was a nice contribution. You know, so the people see now we are only concentrating on the SARS we see on the street, but the truth of the matter is beyond the ones we see on the street. There are the ones who are on top, who are aware of the criminal activity these people are into, who are aware about how they are extorting people, you know, how they are committing robbery, how they are, you know, literally harassing and killings. So I now think these people are being given a task for them, you know, to remit certain amounts of money on a daily basis, because with numerous complaints that goes to them, to their superior, on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis, that is enough for a lot of these people to have been sacked. Because the more you know, their boss starts sacking them, the more the other ones will learn that, oh, they are to behave themselves, if really, you know, they are being dealt with. So now let's be honest, you know, that makes me understand, the last caller makes me understand that we should not just focus on the ones we see on the street. It's complete reformed, you know, especially the ones at the top as well. We have another caller. Hello, caller. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Where you calling from, UK or outside?
I'm calling from Ireland.
Oh, okay. Is it contribution question, huh?
Yeah, it's a contribution. My own contribution is, I'm just happy that for the first time, Nigeria youth, they are waking up. They should have realized the power they have since over these governments. Because right from the beginning of this very government, there have been a lot of brutality and assault from the SARS.
Yes.
So I'm so happy that for the first time, they realize the power they have over the government and their own rights as a people. They need to they need to do this, because if they've been standing up all this while, I think a lot of corrections should have been done before now, because the government have just overlooked them, that they will just make noise and they'll be silent before you know it. I really encourage them to continue, because Nigerian government, they can tend to be so stubborn, you know. They need more pressure for them to respond. And I also think they need a lot of international body too, to help them succeed for this fight.
Yes. I agree with that. Thanks a lot. I mean, it's really important. I mean, the energy that the people had, the youth, to come forward to protest. This is the beginning of a new Nigeria, and because I think with that protest, there is nothing we can achieve, literally. So they're out there, the ones who are supposed to be at work, the ones that the celebrities who has project or something going on. Everybody have to leave wherever they're doing behind to take to the street to voice their anger. Enough is enough. I really say this is the way forward, and I hope and I believe that it will yield results. Yes. Thank you very much for your call. I appreciate.
Okay.
Yeah, as we just heard from the last caller, the ability for the youth, the energy they gather for them to even come to the streets to do this in the first place. Kudos to them. I respect that. I respect every individual who are involved in this demonstration, in this protest. Nice one, because this is the only way. It's not by doing it behind closed door. It's not by complaining. It's not by I've been saying it so many times, numerous times I've said it. The only way we can be heard is engage in protest, peaceful protest, because otherwise we will keep just typing our keyboard, our computer, or whatever, and just be chit-chatting, on the social media. We will not be taken seriously, because you have to understand that, and among these politicians, among the people who are leading us as people, they are watching our character, so they know when we are serious, they know when we are not serious. That is the reason why when it comes to election, they come with bag full of money, to buy our vote. They know what we can do. These people, they are not daft the way we think they are, but certainly to some extent they are daft though, but they're not completely daft, because they are watching, our character, our behavior. They know what we can say yes to, what we cannot say yes to. So unless we come across to them to be serious, they are not going to take us serious. They will not take us serious. So you need to understand that we need to appear to them to be serious. And this is just part of it. Appearing to them to be serious by going on the street, for peaceful protest. We are not hurting anybody. We are not throwing stones. We are not throwing or whatever. Just hear us out. We want complete scrap of this particular group, unit, organization, wherever they represent SARS. We are fed up of them. We don't want them. We are tired and sick. Cut them off. The number of lives that these people, have killed. Come on, man. You understand? This is enough for the government. For IGP to have done something to make sure that they're no longer in existence. To a certain extent, to the previous caller who called, he literally awoke my my consciousness. Like the top people, either politicians, and especially the top people in the force. Let me not say politician. The top people in the force are very much aware about the activity that goes on. There are reports given to them. There are complaints by ordinary citizens, to them. And so there is no way they cannot be aware about what's going on. They are aware, but directly and indirectly, because they're benefiting from what these people, what their employees, does on the street. So they are not going to, want to do something about it immediately. So because they are benefiting, you understand? Because they are benefiting. Yeah, because they are benefiting. I mean, I heard stories how these people SARS take a citizen, to the cash point ATM machine, and tell them to withdraw their money and hand them the cash. I mean, this is appalling. Where is this done? Where is this done? this is really, these people are terrorizing our community. They're imposing fear on our community, on the life of our youth, on the life, I think it's just, it's our youth that suffers it most, because to the elderly, I think it's likely that we have encounter, with these people. They purely target the young ones. Special units, as I was saying earlier, these people are made from the origin, why they were created, to assist police. They're supposed to be, superior ahead of normal police officers, that police our street. They're supposed to be some form of, in America, I'll use the word SWAT team. SWAT team are a particular group, of police, that involve in sophisticated crime, busting people. You understand? Like when you have, like what I said earlier, like, a drug kingpin, is being watched, for years and whatever, and it's time to nail him, and it's time to move him. So now you have SWAT team that will move, not just the normal police on the street. No, there are groups, there are divisions, there are, ranks in a police force. So SARS are meant to be of a higher rank than the normal police you see on the street. And in UK, as a, the kind of unit that comes out where there is a serious robbery, or when there is firearms involvement. When there is firearm involvement, that type of police, because as you know, in London, in UK, a police officer don't carry guns. You understand? They don't work with guns. So they have units, special units designated for that purpose when there are criminals who are firing, or when there is an exchange, of shots. So they call out this unit to come curb that crime. You understand? To come to that scene you understand? So this is what SARS are supposed to be. But unfortunately, with the abuse of their power, they're not even meant to be on the streets, because that will literally, put them down. It will level, their ranking. You understand? So because they're not meant to be on the street, they are supposed to be special. Anything special is not peculiar. It's not something that is common. When it becomes common, then there's nothing special about it. So they're supposed to be behind, the door or closed or whatever. You understand? So whenever there is something really terrible on the street that is beyond the normal police, then these people are called out. That's what they call special anti-robbery squad. They deal with robbery, complicated crime. So this is what they deal with. And I'm thinking, by the way we are going right now, even it's raining in some part of Nigeria as we speak now, but people are still out in large numbers, still protesting. It's like the hunger has come all of a sudden. I'm happy to see this. I'm happy because, trust me, changing the way Nigeria works, this is what it's about, to go out there, to take to the street, to voice our opinion, to let them know, not just in Nigeria, everywhere in the world. There was a protest that took place on Sunday, in Nigeria embassy. Had whiskey, and it had, I don't know if it's Burna Boy was there. Massive turnout here in London too. In America, Missouri, and other states. I heard, So celebrities are representing. Usually, celebrities hardly come out when it comes to anything to do with protests, and because of that, the general population are skeptical. So I'm happy the celebrities now are, involved in this, and more importantly, because I understand SARS operation, their concentration was centered, around Yahoo boys. So this is not about Yahoo boys. We're not doing this for Yahoo boys. So don't get it twisted. This fight is not about, even though, Yahoo boys are likely to be the most target than any other person. But because say you be Yahoo boy, because you're Yahoo boy does not mean someone can assault you, extort you, kidnap, or even kill you because you're a Yahoo boy. It doesn't make sense. So these people need to have they need to know what it takes to respect, to respect life, They need to know what it takes to respect human life. You understand? This is their main responsibility, to protect life, to protect lives, to protect lives. This is their main responsibility. And then property, and then etc. You understand? So lives is number one, paramount. So the same life you're meant to protect, you're meant to supersede, and now you're taking the same lives. This is unacceptable. So they need to go. And if they are gone, I understand the call for the increase of Nigerian police salary. Like our caller earlier on stated, that they need to increase their salary because out of frustration, because of the little salary they are paid. I'm not too sure. I think their pay probably start from 50,000 naira. That is absolutely annoying. That is annoying. So there are lots of things that needs to be changed, that needs reform. A lot of things that needs reform. How can a police officer be earning that amount? That is degrading, is unheard of. How can they concentrate? How can they have passion? How can they have passion for their job? There is no way they can have passion for their job with the kind of job that involve that kind of salary. It's not possible. But then again, I refuse to believe that it's solely because of the salary. You understand? Because we are protesting, for the increase, in salary, maybe from 200,000, starting from 200,000. I don't know how realistic it is to Nigerian government. You understand? If that can be possible, but increase in salary will go a long way. But that cannot stop completely the corruption in the system. You understand? So there are other things that their superiors or Inspector General of Police can implement that can shake up, you understand, this organization, that can shake up the entire Nigerian police force. You understand? There's the other things. It's not just about the salary, but the salary is important too. I very much appreciate today all of you guys that have come to join us on today's live broadcast. Appreciate, and we're gonna be doing this oftentimes, talking about the things that matter in our society, talking about being voice, to the voiceless, and as a matter of fact, injustice is a no. So we'll never give room to be oppressed, to be to be a victim. That is a no for us. So there are more topics which we'll be discussing on this channel. And if maybe you've not yet subscribed, like I said, subscribe to this channel and click notification. It's very important that you do click on notification. Whenever each time that we upload, you'll be one of the first to get the upload. And also don't forget to smash the like button. So I'm just hoping that with this new improvement, with this new step that we have taken to change something, I hope and I believe that something is going to change. It's a step at a time. SARS, which is number one, and then after SARS is sorted, we can move to a different category. We can move to a different sector, and because the whole system is corrupted. You understand? So different approach, but the spirit for us to even come out and think about this alone is is awesome. And coming out is, I have no word for it. Is really fantastic. I love it, man. And once again, I hope we're not going to relent in this spirit, because this fire is what we need if we want change in our country. This fire is what is needed if we want transformation, if we want things to change in the country. So we have to have this fire, we have to have this urge, the crave, we have to have this push, something that keep pushing us to be vocal, to go out, to talk, not to relent, because nothing they happen. International community, they are watching us. International communities, they are watching us. So there's nothing like, okay, or people is going to be as officers or whatever is going to be shooting people dead. Now, international communities are watching us, and they're not bonding where we be saying, the open fire on what? We are protesting peacefully. We have no intention to harm anybody. We are only hearing our opinion. You understand? And calling for a change, because human lives matter. You understand? Nigerian lives matter. Nigerian lives matter. So, and something have to be done. Thank you guys, for coming through, and then I'll see you again very soon. I appreciate your time. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.